Today we are talking about hangups. How long are you going to let life's hangups hang you up, keep you stuck, keep you frustrated, and let them fester? Like, who wants to fester on the things that they're hung up about, right? Feel free to share this out too if you know anybody that is just really stuck, really hung up on certain things, whether they're personal insecurities, lack of confidence, people that are getting, into your space and creating toxic environment for you. You really, really want to get over this. A lot of people I know struggle with going live. Like, the big thing is, like, they're afraid to go live and be on video, and it could be a lot of different reasons why. It could be because they don't like the way they look, they don't like the way they talk, they're not sure what to say, they're afraid that they're, one of the things that came up today was grammar. They're afraid they're gonna type the wrong thing, and they're not gonna sound intelligent. So how do you fix that? The first thing that I recommend doing is really addressing your issues. Because if you just keep talking about them, saying, oh, I have this issue, this is the thing that's hanging me up, I can't get past this, you just keep reiterating the problem, but you're not actually addressing it and saying, how can I get past it, how can I fix it, whatever the setback is, whatever the obstacle or the challenge is, you have to look at it from a standpoint, like almost get outside of yourself and think, okay, how would I tell someone else to fix this? So if you have a problem with, you're afraid of what you're going to talk about and you don't want to sound, not intelligent when you're live, okay, so how can you avoid that? Like, what are the things that you can avoid so that way you do sound like you know what you're talking about when you go live? You can write down some things, you could take some notes, and you could actually, apply, write down all the tips or the bullet points that you want to cover. It's really, when it comes to live, you just want to come on, let people know what you're going to talk about, start talking about it. Sometimes we make the thing bigger than it really is. And when you just break it down and see, like, okay, what is it I really do need to do? It might not be that big of a deal. If you're afraid, you're not going to spell something right, or I don't know about you, but Facebook spells my stuff wrong all the time. Okay, drop a 1 if you know what I'm talking about. Like, you'll write it the right way and it looks perfect, and then you post it and all of a sudden there's typos. I don't think it's human error, I'm just saying. So I think that, but it's not a big deal. You can go in, look at it, change it, edit it. Like, nobody's going to, freak out over that kind of stuff, right? A lot of times people's setbacks are they're worried about what other people are going to think. They're worried about their friends and their family getting down on them, and their spouse is not supporting them. I can't say I had a ton of that, but I know that feeling, when I first got into network marketing for I had failed for many, many years, and then I decided to come back to it 2.5 years ago. My husband was not that excited, okay? My husband's very supportive. He always has believed in me, and he always knows I'm capable of doing whatever I want to do, but he seriously was not super excited about the fact that I was going to be going on this business venture, and he's a self-employed, mind you. Like, he's someone that he's his own boss. So it's not that he didn't get it. He just thought it was going to be a long road, and it just didn't really excite him. So a lot of times, the more you try to convince your spouse or your friends or your family that what you're doing is legit, that it's not a scam, that whatever, it's almost like it doesn't really matter. So for me, I was just like, fine, he doesn't have to be as excited and on level 10 as I am, but I'm going to show him, I'm going to prove to him that this is going to be amazing, and that this is something that I'm going to do for the long haul, and that it's going to, really be a lifestyle change for us. And once he started seeing the checks come in, and he started seeing the bonuses, and he started seeing the contests I could win, and all this stuff started happening, it built his belief. Like, the belief came, but not everybody's going to be at your same belief level when you're getting started, and that's okay. You don't need them to all be 1000% supportive, but here's what you do need. You do need to have a good circle of people around you that will lift you up, that will inspire, that will support whatever it is that you're doing, even though they don't get it. If you have people that are trolling your page or your Facebook lives or whatever you're doing, and they're just being negative, you need to hold yourself to a higher standard. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, if people are going to be negative and they're going to be, talking down to you or making you feel bad about what you're doing, bye, Felicia, adios. Like, I don't need you in my space. It doesn't even matter. Honestly, to me, I can still love my family, and I can still, if my cousins or whoever was going to be crazy, they're still my family. I'll see them at Christmas. I'll see them on holidays, but you can't be on my page. Like, you just can't be on my page bringing me down. It's not gonna, who is that benefiting? It's not benefiting our relationship. It's not benefiting me and where I'm looking to go. And it's just gonna make me really mad at you, whether you're my family or you're not. Like, I can't have the negativity in my life. So it's really important that you set the tone for who you allow in your circle of trust, right? Like the Fockers, circle of trust. So if you allow that, it just eats away at you. It becomes toxic. I don't allow toxic people into my life, period. You have to set that standard for yourself. And it's really awesome because I had a friend of mine yesterday. I've known her for years, Brandy Smith. You're amazing. And she's a wedding coordinator, by the way. If you ever need a wedding coordinated, you just holler because she's amazing. But it was so cute because she sent me a text message. She's like, I really still don't understand what you do. And I just want you to know, though, I think that you're just doing amazing. And I've just seen you grow so much. And I'm just so proud of you. And I thought, wow, like, that's so great. I love having supportive friends. Like, it's not something she's into. It's something it's just not her cup of tea or whatever, and that's fine. But she still is supportive. She still just sent me this sweet message to, give me that kudos. And she's a self-employed mom, and she knows the hard work that goes into something like this. So it's just this level of respect that you have with your friends that they should have with you. And if they're polluting your mind and they're not going to be at that same level with you and at least give you that respect, bye, Felicia. That's all you got to say. Love ya, but it got to go. You can't be in this area. You can't be at this party, right? That's really, really important. So the other thing is whenever you're having an issue, you have to address it, okay? If you don't like the way you look, why is that? Let's evaluate that. If there's something that's hanging you up, you have to ask why. Why does this hang me up? What is setting me back? What irritates me about this? What makes me nervous? What gives me anxiety? What stresses me out? If you don't like the way you look, why is that? What would make you feel better about the way you look so you can get on camera? What would make you feel better about the way that you speak, or how you can create more confidence and authority in your voice when you talk? What are some things you could learn? Again, it's skill set. So sometimes you have to do a little bit of digging and find some be resourceful. Just be resourceful. And there's an answer to all your problems. It's called Google, okay? Any problem you have, there is an answer for it. So you just got to do a little bit of digging sometimes. Don't let yourself just not do something because of a way that you're feeling. Find a way to overcome that feeling. Find a way to tackle, that thing that you feel so hung up about. From there, start again telling yourself a new story. Don't keep telling yourself, I don't do lives because of X, Y, and Z. Say, I'm going to start doing lives because of X, Y, and Z. It's always, a lot of times when it comes to live, and this is just a topic I guess I'm going to stick with, is lives, but a lot of times when it comes to video, we're focused so much on ourselves and how we look, how we talk, how we're dressed or whatever. And it's not about that. I'm on a freaking mission, okay? I'm on a mission. I am out there to show people the possibilities that are available to them with whatever they're passionate about. Once you make the decision that you're on a mission to go out there and do something, it sets a new fire in you. And, same thing, when I was diagnosed with being a diabetic 4 months ago, I didn't really have any interest in eating healthy, and not that I eat horribly, but I wasn't very conscious if I wanted a cookie, I ate a cookie. But, but now, like, when things change in your life, they become of more importance to you, and they become part of your lifestyle. And now you can turn that into a good thing. Me, I don't look at it as being, miserable and sad and down and out because I have type 2 diabetes. I look at this as like, wow, like I have to somehow become a voice for other people who are struggling with this same thing. How can I do that? And once you put that thought in your mind, like, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but how can I do it? Your reticular activating system kicks in, that little area in your brain that sends out like a signal to start paying attention to how you could actually do that thing. I didn't know at the time, but 4 months later, once I was diagnosed, I had to start looking and figuring it out. So I found a way to change my lifestyle without having to like sacrifice eating food and sacrifice everything else. So that's now part of my journey. Like that's something that's now part of my life that I'm going to go out and introduce to my people. So you guys are with me on my journey. You guys are with me and experiencing the things that I'm going through, and I'm showing you, hey, what's possible. So think about the things that are going on in your life that you feel would be setbacks. Like, to me, being a diabetic is a setback. It's not super exciting. And I'm honestly like a diabetic dummy. Like, I know there's probably a lot of us out there that don't know like exactly everything that needs to happen as a diabetic. And it's funny because when I was pregnant, twice I had gestational diabetes, which is why I'm now a diabetic. But I was on it. Like, I knew everything about everything, and I was testing my blood levels 3 times a day. I was writing down the food I was eating. And I think there's this sense of when you are responsible for another human being inside of you, like you feel this need to like really take it serious. And it's not that I'm not taking it serious now, because obviously I'm taking action, but you want to make sure that you take whatever negative thing that you feel is negative and try to flip it into a positive. And that's what I've done. Like, I've decided to create this amazing community with some awesome people called Bringing Healthy Back. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go down this road alone. I don't want to, just try to figure this out on my own. I know there's other people that have this issue, so let's figure it out together. And it's been amazing. We have over 150 people in that community now, and people are just having so much success. They're losing weight. Am I a health and wellness fitness guru and that's like what I talk about? No, but I'm giving you some examples of how you could take your crappy situation, the crappy hand you were dealt, and go out there and turn it into a positive to inspire other people. This is just a lifestyle change for me. So, and I know a lot of other people have this struggle. And let's face it, in business, if you don't feel good, you're not performing. You're not going to go out there and do the hard work that you need to do to make things happen. So to me, being healthy and having that lifestyle change is a necessity to success in business. So yeah, I do think it goes hand in hand in a sense. So I love the fact that I can start sharing that with people. And if there's setbacks in your life and there's things that are hanging you up, you need to start doing a little bit of a discovery to find out, okay, why is this holding me back? And really address the situation. Don't just keep saying it as a hang up. Don't just keep letting it hang you up, because until you decide to take action on it, you're not going to move forward. You're just going to stay stuck. How long have you been saying, I need to do Facebook Lives? How long have you been saying it and you still haven't been doing it? Okay, address why you're not doing it. How long have you been saying that you need to, go start building a team, or you need to start running webinars, or you need to build up your fan page? There's so many things. Even me, I'm guilty of it. I keep saying I need to do certain things and I'm just being lazy and I'm not doing it. So that's, I already know my hang up is like, gosh, I gotta learn this thing, and I really just, I'm not in the mindset to do it, and I have to just move past it. I gotta set some time aside in my schedule and actually get it done. That's the reality of it. You can't just keep saying you need to. I gotta do this. I need to do that. I wanna do this. Go set aside some time to do it. And if you're not doing that, figure out why. Why are you not doing it? What is the real underlying truth behind the reason you're not taking the action? That is what you got to call yourself out. That's what you got to do. So I hope this helps you out. There's just some little tips. As always, if you want more tips like this, you can head over to my blog at meetjenjohnson.com. Lots of cool stuff over there. And I will talk to you guys later. Adios.